Shalom. Want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you, sincere Achamoth, that has faithfully continued to labor in his work. Now, this is the brother Our Warm, and with me.
This Aquanaha.
Yeah, and we from the GMS Blow the Trumpet 4 camp, and pretty much, we in some monumental times right now, like me and the Ak been discussing. 2017, this the year, this could very well be that year, man, where Yahweh Shai can make that return.
Right.
All right? So, with that, these are exciting times, all right? The same man, all right, the same power that we've been prophesying about, reading about his marvelous works, can actually show up this year, man. And if you, unless you've been spiritually invested in this thing and reading up on it and just been all the way in, all right, and understand what you're involved in, it's not really going to register to you, man. It's not going to register to you that these are the times that Yahweh Shai can come back, all right? We can be delivered from our enemies. We can go up in them chariots, receive them new bodies, all right, and partake in rulership on the planet, man.
Right.
So that makes these exciting times, man. And when you look throughout the landscape of Israel, you see the brothers, all right, primarily here at Great Millstone, the sincere Akim, pushing these videos. You see the live screens coming out on a more frequent level. So, hey, that lines up with the scriptures, man. All right? So, indeed, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So you can go ahead and open up with that.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 7. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's right, because that commandment was given out 2,000 years ago. But guess what? We continuing that legacy in these days, man. All right? Because the scriptures, all right, is not just predicated on one lifetime. All right? This thing goes back to 2,000 years ago, thousands of years prior to that, all right? With the men of the Lord, every time we was raised up or we woke up, we always was, our mind was focused on the kingdom. When will the kingdom going to be established?
Right.
When you go to Ezra, all right? Ezra asked the Lord, what will be the pardon asunder of the time? All right? When will be the end of the world and the beginning of the world that followed? When you go to the account in Acts, when the apostles met up with Yahweh Shai, they asked him, my Lord, would this be the time when you would again restore the kingdom to Israel? So now, matter of fact, you know what to get. Give Romans 13th chapter.
God, this is the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right. So all them other lifetimes we came back. In this lifetime, the salvation is nearer than when we believe.
That's right.
So you see that these are exciting times. All right?
Right.
You got something?
And going with what you said, right now what we doing, we what? Fulfilling prophecy. Fulfilling the scriptures. Like the Ark said, Yahweh Shai gave us a measure to know when these times are at hand.
That's right.
And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 14. And this gospel, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all of the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
Yep. So that's that chronological order, all right? The scriptures basically give you a timeline, all right, to when the end is going to basically come, man. So it's almost like this, if you're traveling out of town, you gauge all the towns you done passed, and you look at the signs and they tell you how many miles to go.
That's right.
All right? So if you was a guy sleep on that trip, you won't be able to get back, yeah.
That's right.
Because you basically examine all the miles you done been, and you bring into account the miles that you got to go. All right. Matter of fact, go into the park for 2nd Ezra 9th chapter. Because as watchmen, all right, that's what we doing. We basically analyzing every prophecy that has come to pass and the prophecies that's to come, and that's that measuring stick. All right. They give us that number or that give us that idea of when the Lord coming back. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yeah, so that's what you see we doing. We measuring the time diligent. All right? Go ahead, up.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So he said, when you see the things past where I have told you before, what's that dealing with? That's dealing with the prophecies. We have seen those things pass, all right? Going back even to slavery, we've seen that prophecy pass. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. We've seen the so-called white man coming back into power, all right? That deadly wound being healed, the Roman Empire being set back up. We've seen this devil push that chip, the mark of the beast. So those are things that the Lord spoke of before. Now we understand what time we in.
That's right.
We know that there's only a few more prophecies to come to pass. Get Luke 21 and 28, huh? And if you got any other precepts, you know you can bring them out. But basically, man, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right? So these are the times you should be excited. All right? Your lamp should be burning. You should be on watch, knowing that at any time the thief can come, man.
That's right. This is the book of Luke, 21, chapter 21 and verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh.
Yeah, so you see where that line up with 2nd Ezra 9th chapter. When you see these things begin to come to pass, all right, that's the prophecy. What the Lord told Ezra, when you see the things come that I have told you before, all right, and the scriptures right here is echoing that same sentiment. When you see the things come to pass, then look up because your salvation draws nigh.
Right.
And that's what the time you see the brothers in. All right, the brothers is we got on our garments.
That's right.
See, because we don't want to get caught naked, and part of having on them garments is pushing these shows and lining up with the scripture. Because the scripture, like we brought out earlier, Matthew 24th chapter, this gospel shall be preached.
That's right.
You got something up?
This the book of Isaiah 55 and verse 6, because like the author said, these times that we live in, we know that the kingdom is at hand. And guess what? This is the only time that we got to come back to our most high power, man.
Yep.
And this is the book of Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, while he may be found, and call upon him while he is near.
Yeah, and you know what? That's heavy, because that's lining up with the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's right.
All right, the door is closing. That door of salvation. You know, when you go back to Noah and the ark.
That's right.
Noah prophesied, 120 years before finally that ark was sealed.
That's right.
And you couldn't get in it.
That's right.
Right now, this is that spiritual ark, all right? In the times we're in now, okay? If you basically out there and you straddling the fence, all right?
Being lukewarm.
Yeah, come. Then well, guess what? That door of salvation gonna close. Thus the title of this whole sin. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man.
That's right.
So you got something else up? Matter of fact, give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1.
Okay. This the book of 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah, so he talking to that brother, and that's a possessive noun. He ain't talking to everybody. He's only talking to the men that's measuring the time diligent. So you see what he's saying, of the times and seasons, brethren, I have no need to write you. Because we already know what time it is. We know what times we in. Read.
That's right. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, we know that perfectly. All right? We ain't scratching our head wondering. We understand that the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night. All right? We know that the Lord gonna show up at a time that's least expected. That's why we got our garments on and we got our lamps burning. Go ahead,
For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, and you notice that's talking about Esau right now.
Right,
Because Esau, they feel like with Donald Trump coming to office, which is tomorrow, he's got inauguration. So this thing heating up, man.
That's right.
They feel that the great white hope is here, man.
What they said, make America great again.
See, make America great again, which means peace and safety. We're going to be right back on in that lot what we had back in the 50s and the 60s in our glory years.
Right.
Then Lord says sudden disaster going to come, man.
Right.
So everything is right. Hey, everything is in place. The Most High in his perfection, he's surgically putting everything together, putting them pieces together, man.
That's right. And
So you got some more on that?
yeah, Reading on in chapter 5, 1 Thessalonians, as travail upon a woman with child, and as they shall not escape.
Yep, and that's how it is when a woman having a baby, man. Because a woman can just be chilling, drinking some fucking hot cocoa, and next thing you know, she jump up with that baby kicking, that baby finna come out. And she can't do nothing about it.
That's right.
So, hey, unless you got something else, yeah. We're gonna just shut it down. We don't wanna make it go too long. We didn't draw the point home. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man.
Right.
You gotta be in that, you gotta have that tunnel vision, right?
Right. That's right.
And you gotta understand you can't lose sight of the kingdom. Alright? So with that, I hope it was edifying. To the next time, shalom.